My name is Chris Kincaid. I'm a senior at Northwood University, Management, Economics, and Management. There we go. So, rewind. What do I want to be in 5 years? I've been asked this a lot, and I've thought about it, and I want to be a United States naval officer. Not only do I want to be a naval officer, but I want to be a Navy SEAL officer. When I think about becoming a Navy SEAL, I first have to ask myself, what do I need to do now to get ready for that? I need to start training. One, I have a personal trainer right now. I have to work with him 2 to 3 times a week, and he kicks my butt. Second thing I need to do is I need to get a whole lot more comfortable in the water. Not only just swimming, but holding my breath and with fins. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have used fins, but it's a whole lot different than actually just swimming in the water. The third thing I need to do is I actually need to go to a recruiter eventually. Start figuring out all the paperwork and figure out what I want to do and how to get there. Because when I talk to a recruiter, I want to make sure I get put in the right program and not get stuck as a mechanic at the bottom of a ship. That is not what I'm going to sign up for. After I develop all of this, then it's actually time for BUDS. BUDS stands for Basic Underwater Demolitions SEALs. And this is about 8 weeks of hell, with especially 1 week of actual hell week. The first part, there's 2 weeks, and this actually isn't considered part of BUDS. It's called the INDOC course, for indoctrination. It's basically 2 weeks of just preparing you on how to get ready for BUDS. They condition you, teach you different drills, IBS, which is basically just a small boat. They teach you how to carry it, how to go over waves. That's the easy part, but even a lot of people then don't make it. The first part is called Phase 1, and it's basically just a conditioning phase. You have a couple of weeks to kind of get in the groove of things, and then wham, here comes Hell Week. Just picture yourself with 5 days of not sleeping and getting barely enough food to survive. Along with this, you're running constantly, swimming constantly in your boats, hiding from the instructors. All of this, no sleep and minimal food. Eventually, you do get a little bit of sleep. However, a lot of people, once they wake up, they don't even want to get back in the works of it anymore. They just quit. Well, I know I've had enough. I got a little bit of rest, and I know what that feels like. I'm not going back out in the cold water anymore. I'm done. Other people, they get sick, and they have to be healed back up. They go in a warm ambulance, and they don't want to go back up there. They say, hey, you're good to go. You can go back out. Nope, I'm done. I felt the warmth. I'm not going back out in the cold. So you really have to condition yourself to get out through there. After Hell Week, you have a little bit more Phase 1, and only about 10% of the people going in will make it past that point. So you get a little bit more conditioning, and then comes on Phase 2. Phase 2 deals with water. Basically just getting yourself comfortable in the water. Scuba diving, all this other kind of stuff. After Phase 2, you go into weapons training. Blowing stuff up, firing rifles, just learning a whole lot of different weapons. Now, after explaining this to people, I'm often asked, why do I want to do that? And over the years, the only thing I've been able to tell people, that's just what I want to do, or because. But it was actually, I was thinking about it, people were asking me, and I finally came up with a good answer on why this is what I want to be. And the answer is, I want to make a difference, but I don't want to be known about it. And that's exactly what the SEALs are. They make a difference in the world, and besides Osama bin Laden, they aren't heard about at all. They go out in the dead of the night, they complete missions, and nobody ever knows about it. So I'd like to leave you with a little quote. Everything is accomplished one step at a time. And this is essentially true for SEALs, because when they go through their training, you can't think about, oh, I got 4 more days of this, and we've already done 1,000 push-ups since it's only been 6 hours. No, you have to think, you know what? They're telling me to do 20 push-ups. I can do 20. You get done with those, they told me to do another. Well, I did 20 last time, I can do 20 more. You just keep focusing at the task at hand, and with each little step, you can complete the goal. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Alex, and I want to talk to you about and tell you what I'm thankful for since this is the Thanksgiving week. First of all, I think, well, I love cooking, and I love eating, and I cook every day, every dinner, and I always try to try something new and experiment. So when I go into the store, I'm having a blast. I walk in there, and I've been there like 100 times, you know. And I still walk in there, aisle through aisle. I've been in every aisle like 100 times, and I still go in there and I see like new things. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen that before. Hey, that's new. And like, oh, I could use that in my pasta as a new thing, you know. I walk in there and I always see new things. And I mean, that's kind of, if you think about it, that's kind of crazy. I mean, how much food we get. You know, you take 20 bucks and you go in there and get a bunch of food, you know. I mean, it's kind of corny to say that, but I really appreciate how easy it is for us to eat in so many different ways and so many varieties. That's really something that I appreciate a lot. And the most important thing that I appreciate is what my parents do for me right now. I mean, they work really hard. They lost some customers because of the recession, and they still work really hard to allow me to go to the school and get my education so I can make something out of my future. And I'm trying really hard to not disappoint them, and I really appreciate how much they support me mentally, financially, and with advice. That is something that I hope to someday be able to repay. Another thing I am very thankful for is America's system, educational system, and career system. I mean, back in Germany, I didn't have the chance to go to university. I got out of high school and had no job. I mean, I was about to move, so I knew I didn't need to look for anything, but even if I would have, I would have had a lot of problems finding a job or an additional education. So I came over here, went to college right away, and then now I'm here at this awesome university, and I mean, that's just amazing. That's like, I really didn't think I would be here about a couple months ago. I really appreciate that, and I'm very thankful for that to happen. And I hope that I can use this a lot in my future. And I think learning and getting experience is one very important thing. And what I appreciate is that I am able to learn from my mistakes. I mean, I've met people that do mistakes over and over again, and they just don't seem to learn from that at all. And I've realized by being in front of the computer a lot in my lifetime that little error messages that show up, that's not a problem. It's an opportunity that helps you to learn more about what you're passionate about. So as more problems you get, as more you learn. And I appreciate a lot that I'm able to learn from my mistakes and the problems that come into my life. And one more thing that I'm thankful for is, I'm sure you all have like those mornings when you wake up, you didn't sleep along because of something, for some reason, and you get up and very early in the morning to go to school or to work, and you step in and you're like, man, I just want to go back home. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm going to be at this place for like 12 hours. And I'm like, man, I just want to go home. And then you step in and the first person comes like, hey man, how's it going? Good to see you today. What did you do today? What did you do yesterday? You know, have a great day. You know, and that's just like boosts my mood, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. You know, it's like a great start, and I am really glad that there are people at the school that do that, and they're always happy. And let's just say a really nice greeting in the morning is something that I think is just awesome. That's just amazing, and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you very much.
Hey, how's it going? Public speaking here, you know, My name is Quinn. I'm an employee at Northwood. What else did I say?
What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Oh, I'm thankful to have my family and friends close to me, so therefore I don't have to travel anywhere.
And where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to do?
5 years, I want to be in like a 2-story house, some kids, and settled down.
Nice. That's solid.
Go ahead and cut it, you know.
Thanks, man.